Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire. I am the founder of Clarity Planning Company, and my channel is all about using planning to get your life into authentic alignment with your soul's purpose. So today I have a really exciting video. So today is August 14th when you guys will be seeing this, and I'm launching my second bundle ever to my Etsy shop today. So it will already be up and live by the time you're watching this video. And I wanted to just take some time today, talk a little bit about the inspiration behind the bundle, and show you some of the items that I have here. So the Overcome the Overwhelm bundle was actually something that was created out of something I felt like was a personal need. So I have a bunch of projects on the go. I overcommitted slightly just with my ambition and wanting to pursue several different goals in my life. And that led me kind of wishing that I had something to help me organize it all, break it down into tangible steps like I enjoy doing when I'm working through any projects, and just kind of bring it all together, give me a little bit of clarity on what steps I need to take, in what order, and really help me with that visual component. So because I was looking more for a visual tool, I did create this bundle with the intention of it being used as a wall planning bundle, meaning that you print out all of the items and you do put them on your wall so that they are within view. That said, all of the items are made to be used either with the wall planning intention or simply printed out and put in a book, or they can also be used digitally as a digital planner as it comes in a printable PDF form. So if you have GoodNotes or anything like that, you're good to go. You can just download it and use it on your pad or whatever tablet you have. I wanted to show you the products in their true form. Again, a lot of these can be used digitally, but there are some items that definitely would be better printed, such as the affirmation card set. And then I do also have an audio product that comes with the bundle, which is an MP3, and it is a guided visualization. So I'll just walk you item by item and go through all of the goodies that come in this bundle. There's quite a few things, so I'll try to go fairly quickly. I will also be posting a lot of content, walking through the different items in the bundle more in depth on my Instagram, which I will link in the description below. And it is Clarity Planner Co. if you are looking for that. So that will have a few different posts on the different items that come in the bundle, going more in depth. So we will just get right into it. So the first product I have to show you is my Overcome the Overwhelm journal prompts booklet. And so it is a workbook, and it essentially has 24 journal prompts. You open it up, there's a couple intro pages, but essentially the ones that you'll care about are these two. So there's 2 pages full of the 24 different journal prompts. They're in categories. So we have boundaries, we have support, gratitude, and manifestation. So I broke it down into those 4 categories, and within each, you would have 6 different journal prompts that you can use. And then each page of the workbook is just similar. So you can circle your date, you can write down like what prompt you chose, and then you can fill in your journaling. And this is with the intention of the prompts inspiring your writing, but it being a free flow journaling experience for you based on that inspiration of the day. I wanted to show you is the Overcome the Overwhelm workbook. So this is a really beautiful workbook for taking your grand ideas, your big goals, your big dreams, and breaking them down into actionable steps to help you overcome the overwhelm, get out of your state of analysis paralysis, and really get moving on your goals and having a clear path forward. So it's quite a large workbook. I believe it's about 75 pages all in. And I did break it down into 6 different sections. There's a few different info pages, but a lot of it is activity sheets. So going through just the table of contents, it is broken into 6 sections. The first section is just your first step in overcoming the overwhelm. So it's looking at your present state, looking at your present daily rituals or regular rituals that you have in place in your life and comparing those to what your desired life or regular rituals would look like. The other part of the first section is really identifying your why, looking at the driving factor behind what you're wanting to do. Why is it important to you? Is it something that's meaningful? Does it align with your values and your authentic self? I'm really just taking the time to find that because your why behind the reason that you're doing something is what's going to carry you through when your motivation wanes, when it gets hard, when you're met with a brick wall throughout your journey, or you're tested, or you have to overcome anything. You really need a strong why to be able to get through those moments. So that is what section one is really focused on, those two things. The next section here is organizing the chaos. So we all have all of these grand ideas, and this section is really about identifying what are the 3 or 4 goals that you're going to pursue over the next 3 months. And I do recommend you break it into 3-month intervals, but you are able to make it a longer period if that's something that you feel works for you. But really identifying what goal are you going to focus on? What is your end point? What does that look like? And you can't get to where you're going if you don't know where you're going, right? So it's just getting clear on where you're going, what you're wanting to accomplish. The third section here is clarifying actionable steps. So now that you have decided in section 2 exactly what you're going to chase, section 3 is all about breaking down those big ideas into actionable steps and things that you can do, breaking it down to a small enough level where it's not scary to do those things and to take those steps and to move you towards those goals. Section 4 is called mapping out your plan. So with section 3, you identified what those steps are that you need to take. Section 4 is all about figuring out the timing. How do they play off of each other? When do you want to get them done within the 3-month period? What are your different goals within that period? Where do they fall? What are you wanting to accomplish? What step? Plotting them in your calendar. And I also included something that's called a Gantt chart. And it's just a really beautiful way to get a visual of how you're planning your progress. So that looks a little something like this. And you essentially would write your months in the 3 slots at the top. You would write your tasks down the side. I think you just color, I have a bar there to show you an example, the weeks that you would be working on that task with the intention of it being completed when that bar is up. So that's a Gantt chart. They're very easy to use, and it's just a beautiful way to get a visual. So you can see if you've got a lot of color down the same weeks, that maybe you've overcommitted for those weeks and you might need to revise your plans a little bit. The fifth section that we have is tracking your progress. So there's a few ways you can do that. And I've included a few different tools. One of them is a to-do list. And I've also included these beautiful trackers here. And these are trackers that you color in. So you would take the number at the top. I've let you know how many leaves are in each one. I've got 4 different ones here that you can use. And you would take your goal, divide it by the number of leaves, and then you would determine for each leaf what do you need to accomplish to be able to color that in. And again, I do have different ones here. So there's 4 in total. Each one has a different number of leaves, and you can really use them to customize which one you're wanting to do. So if something has fewer steps, you can use one that has less leaves and vice versa. Then the last section is all about celebrating your wins, rewarding your efforts, all of that. So with this, we have a table where you would have what your different goals are once you accomplish them, what the reward is, and then I've also got here the date that you would be hoping to accomplish that for. And then at the end, we have just a sheet to bring it all together. So this is essentially what is your theme for your quarter? what your big picture 5-year goal is. So even though we're only planning for a quarter, just still keeping the big picture in mind. My support system includes, so earlier in one of these sections, we do identify who are people in your life that you can rely on, whether they can support you with your goals or whether you can delegate tasks to them to kind of help get some of the things off your plate so you can use your own time to focus on chasing these goals and dreams. We have the SMART goals that you are committed to achieving in the quarter. So there is 3 outlined here. I would just put your top 3, even though we do identify up to 4 throughout the work. And then why are these goals important to you? Again, this is something that we identified earlier in the workbook, so you will just be kind of copying it over. And then we also have the action steps that you are committed to taking in the first month. And the 3 boxes here, I am choosing to start, stop, and continue. So again, earlier in the first section, we went through current rituals, desired rituals. So that would all be something that you are taking from section 1. And then the last one here is kind of a follow-up on section 6. I will celebrate by, what are you going to celebrate when you've achieved your different successes? So this is just a nice way to kind of wrap up the work that you did do. So that wraps up this workbook. And again, I will do a more in-depth kind of video on my Instagram. But the color palette is all this really pale green and pink, which I thought was absolutely beautiful and calming. And it is just beautiful. And I really feel like it will help you accomplish exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve. So again, this is the workbook. If you are interested in kind of seeing what this really looks like, to check out my Instagram, or I will also link the Etsy listings, my Etsy store below, so you can check out those posts, and those images will be more true to the colors. So the next items I wanted to show you are the sticker sheets that I created to go with this bundle. So this sheet here is the days of the week, and I did do it in the pale pink, which again is probably not really going to show up on camera. And then I also did them in the black. And this one here is the months of the year and then also the holidays. So again, I did one black and one in the pink, which is likely not going to show up very clear on camera. But those are sticker sheets, and all you need to do, because it is a printable bundle, is print it out onto sticker paper, and you can get that at Walmart or on Amazon or really any store where you're able to buy printing paper will have sticker paper that you can buy. And then you can just either use scissors to cut it out, or if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette or anything like that, you can also use that. The next piece of the bundle that I wanted to show you is probably one that I am the most partial to, and this is the Daily Rituals cards. So I did a Daily Ritual card deck with my first bundle that I released in April. And there's a few items within the bundle where I am doing similar products, but a different variation of them. So these cards here, you can see that I have 5 different colors, and these ones are blank. So there is one blank sheet so you can make your own. And the different categories we have are abundance, empowerment, compassion, acceptance, and peace. And so with these cards, again, this is just kind of 2 of each color so you can make your own. These are the backs of the cards, which I think is absolutely stunning. The Daily Rituals ones are the same design, but they are in a deep burgundy. And then for each category, you get a full page of different cards. So all you need to do for these ones is print them out, and then you can cut them out yourself. Again, if you have a Cricut or something, you would be able to utilize that. And these are just the cards, and I use my first deck all the time. So these cards are, if you did not get the first bundle, is they are basically a deck that you can pull from every day, and you receive a prompt to either do an activity, reflect on a certain topic. There's affirmations as well that are included within that. So Each one has a combination of those different types of tasks or ideas or thoughts. You would just do the one that you pull or one that resonates with you each day. So that's the daily ritual cards. And again, I'm super excited for these. I think they came out absolutely beautifully. And I'm very proud of this. So the next part of the bundle, so now we're getting more to the actual planning items, but we have this as a get it all done weekly checklist. So you can have the name of the person who is responsible for doing that. This is part of the delegation section of the work. So if there's people in your family that you've identified to take on certain tasks, what their name is, the task they're responsible for, and then it's just a daily checklist each day of the week. Have they completed it? And then you would be able to either put this in a frame where you have the glass in front of it and you can use a dry erase, or you can print a new one out each week. It's personal preference. And then this one is just more of a task checklist. So again, there's the name, there's the task, there's the date, but it's not a weekly. It's kind of a one-time task list here. So these are the two checklists that come with the bundle. Continuing on to the planning pages. So this is the monthly calendar. So as I said, this is something that's able to go on your wall as a wall planning kit. You can just kind of combine them and cut them out maybe a little bit closer to the lines. Or they will also work if you're putting them in a binder or using it more as a physical planner. So you have your months. I did leave the days of the week blank as well as the month so that you're able to use it as you wish. I know some people start the week with a Sunday, some of them Monday, and that is really personal preference. And then on this side, you've just got some weekly highlights and events, and then your top 3 goals for the week. So you can really pinpoint what your focus is for that week. So that is the monthly calendar. And then this here is the weekly planning sheet. So you can write the dates on the left-hand side, what your top goal is, and what any events are that you have each day to just really break down day by day what you have and get a week at a glance view. Again, this calendar and this weekly planner, these are reformatted from the planner that I do have on my Etsy shop. So I have a full daily rituals planner that has the daily sheets as well for planning, daily reflection, weekly, monthly reflection, implementing daily rituals into your life. So these are the same base design, but they are different colors to go with the theme of this bundle. But I think they are beautiful and they are very handy to have. So I did want to include these as well for anyone that didn't get the planner originally, or if you did get it and you're wanting to still use this format but have it match your new bundle, then this will be perfect for you. And then the last item that comes in terms of the printable for this bundle is the different progress trackers. So I did already talk about these, so I'm not going to spend too much time on them, but essentially we have the different designs here. And I think they all came out absolutely beautifully. And these are ones that I'm really excited to get up on my wall and start to use for my own goals. So it's 4 different patterns, but they do go very nicely together. And again, I will be adding these onto my Instagram page so you can see them in a little bit more true color than is currently showing on the camera. So that is all of the actual items that come in the bundle in terms of the PDFs. However, there is one more item, and that is a guided visualization. So that is an MP3 that will be included within the bundle, and it is one that I have created myself. So it's my voice walking you through a guided meditation all about overcoming the overwhelm and really reaching your full potential, bringing your dreams and goals into your reality. And I feel like that will be a wonderful tool for anybody who does enjoy visualizations or guided meditations. And then I did just want to show what it does look like in a frame, so if that's what you choose to do. So I got this frame from Walmart. It is a 24-inch by 36-inch frame. And it fits in all of the planning items. The only thing that doesn't fit is one sheet. So You could choose to take out one of the checklists, or you could choose to take out a progress tracker or remove the weekly tracker, whatever you wanted to do if you wanted to fit in this size of a frame. You could also potentially like size down the images if you wanted to get into all of that. But this is what we have. So we have our checklist, we have our monthly calendar, the weekly calendar, and then 3 of the progress trackers, which I think is a nice number. The one that I left out is the one that is the lowest. So this one is only 28 leaves, whereas the others are 50, 60, and 76. So I wanted to keep the ones that I won't have to change out as frequently in the wall planning kit. And then my plan with this is to use a dry erase marker, and then I can reuse the printables over and over again rather than having to continuously print and create more waste. So that's what I'm doing because I love paper planning, but I do really strive to kind of cut down on the paper utilization. So if I am able to do it in like a digital format sometimes, or printing and doing something like this where I'm able to reuse the same pages, I do like to do that whenever possible. And again, as I mentioned, the purpose for this bundle was to be a wall planning bundle. And so me being able to put it in a frame and have it up on the wall is a really beautiful way to be able to display it and utilize it with that functionality in mind. But as I mentioned, it can be used however works for you in your life. So please do let me know if you have any questions at all. So I know that was a ton of stuff, but that is the entire bundle. I am absolutely thrilled that this is now live when you're watching this video, and I really do hope that you check it out. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll try to get back to all of you as quickly as I possibly can. And I really hope that you love this bundle as much as I love it, and you really feel the amount of love and effort and energy that I did put into this bundle to make it as helpful and as life-changing for those who use it as I possibly could. And I would love any feedback that you have, any thoughts, any questions. Again, just throw them in the comments. If you are new here and you have stayed to this point, I would really truly appreciate it if you like this video, and if you would like to see more from me and join my community, if you could just hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, all of it would mean the absolute world to me. I am wishing you all a beautiful week ahead,